Hello and welcome. I'm Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram. Also co-host of DC Figures and Collectibles, who it's a podcast that I do along with Scott of @the.batfan. You should go check out his Instagram. It's amazing. Today we are looking at another Batman the Animated Series design versus the new Batman Adventure design in terms of figures that were released from DC Collectibles. We already looked at Two-Face in the first video. In the second video, we took a look at Scarecrow. And in this one, we are taking a look at the Riddler, Edward Enigma. And there are a few puzzling things with each figure that you wonder, why didn't they just go all out? But each figure is also perfectly designed and represents the way that looked on each design on screen. So let's take a look at we're going to take a look at the sculpt, the articulation, the design, whether or not it's something that people tend to like or whether or not I like it personally, and also the durability and whether or not it'll hold up. And also we'll take a look at how much the price has gone up on these guys, because if you look at some of the prices on these figures, they have gone up tremendously. Like, I think this Riddler, the original one, is 120 bucks. This guy is still around 22 that I can find, but there's others that are crazy high. Even the ventriloquist is crazy high. Well, anyway, the first thing we're going to look at is accessories, okay? Because there's not too much to look at. This Wacko Toys is from Riddler's Reform episode on the original series, and it is perfectly replicated to how it looks on the show. It is very cool. It's a huge accessory that comes in the box. However, because it's so big, it was one of the few accessories that came with the Riddler, which you can't complain about because he doesn't really have much anyway besides that cane. And he does come with, in total, 6 hands, 3 pairs. So he has a one to clasp things or hold the staff in a different way on each, and he has a fist on each, and then he has one that will hold the cane perfectly for each hand. His articulation, well, let's look at the sculpt. The sculpt, I think, on this guy is perfect. The way they have his little smug smile, because he is very narcissistic. He thinks he knows everything. He thinks he's smarter than the Batman even. So he always has the smile like he knows what's really going on, and it's perfectly captured here. The suit is great. I love the original design. It's one of the first time, I think it is the first time I ever saw Riddler. So to me, this is my Riddler. This is how I know him. This is how I learned about him. Even the back is perfectly designed in the Bruce Timm style. Very basic articulation. Like, let's see. That's as far as his arm will bend, literally. Oh, never mind. It's about 90. It's at 85 degrees. But he can do the splits. He has decent movement on the legs. His ankles only rotate side to side, and I'm afraid to even move those because I just don't want to break this guy. He is an older figure now. But he has decent articulation. I feel like overall this is, even though this was an earlier figure in the line and they tended to be very fragile, like the Catwoman and the Two-Face and the new Batman Adventure Batman, that this guy, it feels like one of the first ones that was done to be more sturdier. It just feels different from the other ones, if that makes sense. I'm sure for those of you that collect them, you know. So, in terms of accessories, it comes with the Wacko Toys thing, 6 hands, and a staff. But I also like that his head does give a lot of movement side to side and upward and backward, so it does give him a lot of expression with just the head alone, which the Riddler does a lot of, just little head turns and inquisitive looks, little sarcastic looks. So now we're at the new Batman Adventure, and this guy doesn't really come with anything. He comes with the same amount of hands, 6 in total, a little question mark staff, and the basic body, which is a different color green. He's now wearing more of it. Pan over to this setup. No. He's got a different color green. He looks more like the Batman Forever Riddler. However, he only showed up in one episode, barely, in the new Batman Adventure. I think that was Over the Edge, where he's on the couch with a few other villains, and they're talking about how they're going to sue Bruce Wayne now that they figured out his identity. But he also showed up in Superman, the animated series, when Superman pretended to be Batman, and he took on Riddler, I believe, Bane, and Mad Hatter. Yeah, I think it's Mad Hatter. So overall, the design is cool. It's different. However, there's not a lot to go off of from the show. But in terms of Riddler figures, you just gotta get it to complete the set, especially if you're a completionist. But it's just nice to have a different Riddler figure. And anything that DC Collectibles is releasing from the show, you just gotta get, because the Bruce Timm art is so beautiful. And we're seeing that a lot of people concur with that when you see how crazy the prices are inflated afterwards, and after these guys have been out for a while. So, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do for the next one yet. I'm still debating which figures I want to do. It might be finally a hero, debating whether it be Batgirl or Batman. I might just do all the Batman, because there was a lot of those released. However, we'll see. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see the previous two I did, it's on Scarecrow and Two-Face. Go ahead and subscribe, and you can find those videos. Also, feel free to like the video, if you liked it, of course. And I hope you have a good day. I will talk to you soon.